Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's video we've got round 3 at Bathurst in the WRB road cars for the Drivers Room Sunday League. As we go into the grid, we will see Joker on first place with racing softs, Flyzo in second with mediums, Jason in third. The rest of the guys are all on softs. And then we have Coolio in fourth, Flapjack fifth, Sean and Martin sixth and seventh, myself and JC eighth and ninth. And then we've got Jammy D in 10th, Monroe in 11th in the Evo, and Nightmare Racer at the back in 12th. And here we are, round 3 of the Drivers Room Sunday League at Mount Panama, or Bathurst as it's known. And we're off. Oh, bit of a slow start there from Joker. That's caused some of the guys to go onto the grass. Well, we'll have to have a look at that start again. Where does that put Joker? He didn't lose too much time. I've moved up into 4th place there. We'll have a look at that start. And here we'll look at the start from Flapjack's point of view. So 2 cars in front of him. There we go. That's where he's had to jump onto the grass. Jason there. Oh, there's a bit of bumping and grinding. There's nothing really, nowhere to go. There's myself nipping on the inside of... almost catching Joker there. So yeah, and as we look down, we come into the corner after the long straight. And Jack goes a little bit wide there, loses a couple of spaces. There's 3 abreast there going up the hill. So all sorts of pandemonium going on. It seems relatively single file though. And we'll go, there's Monroe getting amongst it. Nightmare Racer taking the spot though. Jammy D falling to 11th. Right, let's go through the field and see where we are. So in first place we have Flyzo. Oh! Just twatted into the wall there and caused, who's that? Is that Joker or myself to go wide? And now stuck behind Flyzo. So that moves Joker, who's had a full start. Now he's moved up into first place as they come down the super long straight now. So we've got Joker in first place, Coolio in second, followed closely by Flyzo, and then myself in 4th. And then we've got Sean in 5th, JC in 6th, Martin in 7th, Jack under attack from Nightmare Racer in 8th and 9th. So Nightmare Racer's going to take that position. He's got the inside going into this corner. No. He doesn't. He goes wide. And then we have Jammy D in the M&Ms in 10th, Monroe there in 11th. Great work from Monroe, and Jason falling right off the path now. He must have had some serious problems in 12th place. Of course, we were all in the WRB road cars. Okay, so let's have a look now. Joker firmly in first place, Sean there in second. Oh, there's been a bit of contact. And I've needed to slow down. Oh, look how much that contact has made me slow down now. Silly, let's have a look at that. There we are, down the start-finish straight. Oh, just brake late, twat Coolio off the track and completely ruined my 3rd place there. And now having to really wait now for Coolio. Unfortunate there for Coolio. Very sorry about that one. I always hate doing that, especially when I have a good start. Puts me right at the back of the field now in 9th place. There's Jammy D in 10th, fighting off Monroe. Monroe's really doing quite well today. He's got the drive on Jammy D. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there. And he takes the place from Jammy. Oh, he's a bit of bumping and grinding, forcing Jammy into the wall. And then we got Jason there in last. As we see, they're going through the S's. Joker, he's really pulled out some distance now from Sean, who's equally pulled distance to third place Martin, Flyzo and Flapjack. This is the battle for third now. As we ride now with Jack. Very close to the other guys. And now they've got JC and Nightmare Racer for company, and then the pack is split again. So we got 4 or 5 cars going for third place now. As you can see, the train there, led by Martin. Nightmare Racer just off it a slight. There's Flyzo there. Martin's pulled away slightly now. Pulled out of the slipstream. Flyzo with Jack and JC. Oh, Jack going wide, but so is JC ghosting out. Formation stays the same. There's Nightmare Racer in 7th. Oh, myself and Jammy D getting amongst it. Both going off the track there. I don't believe that was my fault, even though I had the penalty. Otherwise, I would have slowed down. So there's myself now in 10th place, trying to chase Jason down. Monroe in 11th, and Jammy D there in 12th. Jammy D live streams all the races he's in, so please check him out on YouTube, as well as many others. So we got Muller, Plux, DJ, Knee Jugger, Kimaru. Go to the Discord channel and you will find all of the guys, all the information there on how to join and the points tables, etc. And there we see Sean there, smooth in 2nd, slowly being caught by Martin. Flyzo going for the mediums. Subaru, very popular car around here. And then we have Jack with JC and Nightmare Racer now onto the back of them. As they come down the hill. Oh, JC gets a little bit sideways, so does Flyzo. Oh, and that knocks Flyzo right down the field. Look at that. Oh, he's just in the way and gets twatted out of the way from Coolio. Obviously he loses some positions there, goes all the way up into 8th place. And there's a slight drop off there to Jason. And then myself, Monroe, Jammy D. There we see going down the long straight to the left-hander. Joker doing phenomenal this season, as we've seen in some of the races, yesterday's mini races, where he had a phenomenal battle with Flyzo all through the race. And there we see Sean and Martin, who are getting amongst it as well. There's a slight distance then to 4th place JC. And Nightmare Racer now moving up into 5th, with Coolio behind in 6th place. Sliding through the corner, going wide there, Nightmare Racer gifting that position now to Flyzo, as they are the worst side by side. Nightmare Racer trying to jump into the slipstream, the arse end of the straight, but he isn't going to do it. And there we see Jack, he's on the hunt. Flyzo there right behind him. Obviously he had a disagreement with the wall. Good driver, Flyzo. Really good battle last race. And there we have Jason, myself. Just trying to keep it smooth now after that awful incident. Purely my fault with Coolio. Ruined my race. and potentially Coolio's as well. There's Jammy D there, missed my braking point completely. Jammy D trying to keep it smooth. And Monroe now at the back in the Evo. Keeping it on the tarmac there. As you see, Joker once again coming up to the left-hander. Very easy to go flying off there if you don't brake hard enough, or if you brake too late. And there we see Sean and Martin, no such issues there. Followed by JC in the Evo. And then the Scooby Coolio. Followed by Nightmare Racer. It looks like the top three's managing to pull away a little bit now. And then we got Flyzo in front of Jack, but Jack having a look on the inside into the final turn. He's just too far back. He should have a good drive coming out of here though. Let's see what Jack can do. He isn't able to do anything. He's got enough distance behind to Jason. So obviously he's the battle for 8th place. Very smooth there. He's got a slight draft on him. Is he going to try and chuck it round here? Very dangerous. Some places to pass on this track. And there we got Jason behind. He's starting to catch up to Flyzo and Jack now. And then behind Jason you have myself. Jammy D closing in. There he is. The blue M&Ms. And then Monroe there. And as we see once again, Monroe really dropped off the pack now. As you can see, the top three there, fairly separated by a couple of seconds each. Now Sean, keep an eye on him. His tyre wear is looking very good. So is Martin. It's getting very close at the front now. Let's just have a look, see what that distance is. So we got just under 2 seconds, and then a bit more of a gap to 7.5, nearly 8. Yeah, 8-second gap to Martin. So Martin might have had a problem. May have gone off the track at some point. As we see Coolio jump into the pits. He's really dropped off that pace now. And maybe doing some fuel saving. As you can see there, Joker. Front tyres are starting to go. Still keeping it smooth though. There's really nothing in it. As I said before, less than 2 seconds. And there we have Martin in third. JC there in 4th place. Tyre wear not looking too bad so far. And Nightmare Racer's tyres a little bit worn. And here we have Flyzo and Jason. Oh, Jason, looks like Jack might have had a problem. Jason clipping the wall there on the exit, coming down to the left-hander. And then the twisty section coming up down the hill. Real sharp left. There's Jack there. Must have had a problem. We missed that, unfortunately. Jason starting to claw his way back up the field now. Very close to Flyzo. May catch a slipstream of Flyzo. He may just be enough to propel him. Florizo putting himself in the centre of the track there. He's just not going to do it. Just had too far away. A few hundred metres more and he'd have had it. He's got to brake hard. He's going on the inside. Oh, he's really brake hard. He's ended up on the grass. He left it too late. And now that should open the door for Jack. It does. And there's myself and Jammy D. Jammy D in front of myself now. As Jason decides to go into the pits, so do I. And Jammy also. Sean is also into the pits now. Remember, he was in second place and now he's side by side with Florizo. He really needs to try and get in front of Florizo here on those fresher tyres. Florizo obviously going for the longest stint, doing some fuel saving on those mediums. Oh, he hasn't been able to. Now he's going to get stuck behind him through the twisty sections. Very difficult to pass unless somebody makes an error, which he does there. And that's worked out quite well for Sean now. Just got JC and Martin in front. Obviously these guys have got to pit and put some fuel in. Martin now, he's really probably got to be doing some fuel saving now. And there's Joker cruising away in front. Martin in second. JC there in third. Sean is the one that we need to keep an eye on now. He's already pitted. And he was in second before, just under 2 seconds behind Joker. And there we have Florizo driving well, going for the longest stint. Jack there, he's going to have to pit at the end of this lap. And Coolio, after his pit, comes out in 7th, but that will change when some of the others pit. Nightmare Racer after his pit there in 8th. Jason in 9th place, quite close now. A slight gap to Jammy D. And then myself in 11th. Monroe there in 12th after his pit. As we look now, perfect timing of Joker just about having enough fuel to crawl to the pits. And we will see Martin come into the pits now. JC will jump into the pits as well. So, he could have done without that mistake. Going across the grass. And Florizo's in front of him. He does not need that. So Joker is the one to watch. He's got a fuel up. 3/4 fuel now. Half fuel now. And full fuel. Let's see where they are. He's going to come out in front. There's a couple of mistakes there from Sean. Dipping in behind Florizo. Really slowed him down. He's worked out quite well for Joker there. Obviously now Sean's got the really difficult section, the twisty section coming up through the hills and down. Florizo's having a really good race on those mediums. Sean's really stuck now though. Florizo will be coming in at the end of this lap. Judging by his fuel, he's really trying to get past. He's being held up so much. As we go to the fast left-hander. And then once again before they go down the hill. We've seen Florizo career off. It can be quite easy to do. As you see there, he just held on. As we see there, both drivers coming to the sharp left. Easy to clip the wall on the way out. Looks like Florizo did there, which slowed him right down. This may give Sean the chance now. And it does. They're side by side. He should have the drive, but Florizo will nip into the slipstream. He does have to pit though. And Sean really doesn't want to let him pass now, knowing he has to go into the pits. Florizo just trying to disrupt Sean. Sean and tyre wear holding out. So There we see Florizo jump into the pits. And we'll have a look now at the distance. So he's nearly 5 seconds behind Sean. Lost 3 seconds there. Oh no, down to 3.5 seconds now. So he's lost 1.5 seconds. Looks like Joker may have had an issue. He's doing some fuel saving. Potential fuel saving there. And there we see Sean in second there. Back to formation. Martin in 3rd place. And then we have Coolio doing well there, up into 4th after the collision with myself. And Florizo comes out of the pits behind Nightmare Racer in 6th place. And once again, he may end up stuck. Nightmare Racer putting the fastest first sector there. Really on a charge now. You can see Florizo can't catch him. And there we got Jammy D in 7th. Awful start for Jammy. Flapjack there in 8th place. Splitting myself and Jammy there. There's myself in 9th. Monroe is in 10th. We've lost 2 people. I think JC might be one of them. There we've got Joker. Visually see the distance now. So this will be a race to the end. Potentially another lap dependent on fuel saving. There we've got Martin going under the bridge. You can see Joker there off in the distance. Coolio there, he could be one to watch. Although he did pit early, so he does have to pit again. And then we got Florizo deciding to ditch the racing soft, so it didn't really make that much of a difference. He held on to that okay there. Oh, and then we've got Nightmare Racer all over in a wobble. He's on like drunken legs there. Gives Jack the chance to break away with me hovering behind. Just touching the dirt there. Jammy D must have had a problem as well. He's dropped off. He's now in 9th place. Monroe progressing up into 10th, so not bad points for Monroe. And here we have the slipstream effect going on. But not really anything much happening. Jack there. Nightmare Racer has a cheeky look on the inside. Oh, Jack opens the door slightly, but he's unable to do anything. Nightmare Racer, as you can see, the track is so small and so thin. Just got to try and keep in formation. See myself there dropping off slightly behind. As you can see, right behind these pair, and now dropping off. I think that's more these two driving well. Fairly clean there. Don't know if Nightmare Racer just nudged the wall slightly. Don't think he did, because now he's in the slipstream. Potentially. Oh, he does move out of the way though, Jack. Nightmare Racer slows down. He could have nipped on the inside there. Just slowing down for Jack. I'd like to see Nightmare Racer be a bit more aggressive. I think he would have probably taken that position. He had the drive. Instead, slowing down. Here we are, crossing the line once again. Got 7 minutes left. As you see Jammy there off in the distance around the first turn. I don't know what Jack's doing there. He just slowed himself right down. Slight dummy by Nightmare Races on the outside. Got the driving line. And nothing really Jack can do without causing a collision. Oh, he's gone slightly wide though. Nightmare Racer leaving too much room. Being too polite there, Nightmare. It's great camera angle there. Unfortunate for Nightmare Racer, it's opened the door for myself to come through. And there he is. Struggling a little bit with fuel, may need to pit, don't know yet. Potentially 2 more laps after this. And Nightmare Racer on the same fuel. See if Nightmare Racer is getting quite close now. If we can keep it clean without clipping any walls. He could have. It's a shame. This is opening the door for Jammy D. You can see there he's out of the slipstream now, Nightmare. I think he didn't need to put himself in that position. There's Monroe. And as you see, no change yet at the front. We've got Joker in first, Sean there in second place. We see Coolio going to the pits. Now he won't need to fully fuel. And there we've got Martin, flies out, coming up to the first corner. Will Coolio be able to come out in front? Not yet. There's Jack. Coolio is out now though. And Coolio comes out in 5th place. Fresh tyres, fresh fuel. I believe Flapjack will be going to the end. Myself there may need to start thinking about fuel saving. Same for Nightmare and Jammy D. Pack now all relative in formation. Joker's really pulled out a lead now on the rest of the field. See there as he goes through down the hill through the twisty section of the course. So mine's really dropped off. I don't know if he's doing some fuel saving. His time's a lot slower. 2:15, but well, it's relative to Sean really. Visually just looks like he's a lot closer. Let's have a look at the timings now. 10 seconds. He definitely had a problem behind Joker. Joker's just running it today. And then a 4-second, 11 seconds now. A 4-second gap to Martin. Now that's down to 3. So it looks like Sean may have had an issue. But holding second quite strong. We'll have to see in the next lap or so. These guys will have another 2 laps to do. There we see Flyers out, fastest lap of the race so far. Quite consistent the last couple of laps with his times. Let's have a look now. He should be on for a good time again. Very smooth. 2:12. And here we have Coolio. May have put a slightly too much fuel in. And there we see Jack crossing the start finish. Myself there. That'd be close whether I get another lap in or not. Very close. I think I'll be on the money if I do. I don't think I'll have enough fuel to do another lap. Neither will Nightmare Racer there. Jammy D. And there we are, Monroe going, using these rally cars for rallying. He'll have one more lap after this. Now you see the man of the day, Joker, keeping his lap times very consistent. If you have a look along the right hand side of the screen, 2:12, 2:12, 2:11, 2:10 when on his out lap. And here we see now Sean and Martin once again. Tell you what, these guys are providing some epic battles. It's got that easy move there for Martin. Shame for Sean. He's been doing really well. We're coming up to the final lap. Couple of errors at the wrong time for Sean. So 2:16 there, where Martin had a 2:11, I believe. So these guys will definitely be doing another lap. As you can see, Flyers are not at the final corner yet. Oh, he is now. Another lap from Flyers out. Coolio there. Did well getting up into 5th place. Crossing the line. There's Jack. Will Jack get another lap in? Yeah, he will. He's pulled off a distance now to myself. Maybe no fuel saving going on there. And here we go. Virtually no fuel. And another lap will ensue. Nightmare Racer. Yeah, he's run out of fuel. And finishes in 8th. Jammy D in 11th, which will mean Monroe there will finish in 10th place. As we'll go through the field again. There's myself, run out of fuel now. It'll be like that all the way to the end. I won't lose any positions though. There's Jack. Fuel okay. Coolio's got more than enough fuel. Flyzo looking good there. And Sean dropping off, doing some fuel saving too. I think he's realised he's not going to catch Martin up. Martin comes down to the down a hill to the final turn before the long straight. Very smooth out of there. Oh, now Sean's now got the drive though, so looks like his fuel saving may have stopped. Martin will definitely be doing some fuel saving. And we're not going to flip to Joker. Joker will take this race. Actually, we will just for... Yeah, he's got enough fuel there. And Joker takes 1st place. An excellent drive from Joker. And here we see Martin and Sean. Maybe just that little bit too late for Sean. All depends when his fuel's going to run out. So close. Couple of 100 metres more. And what a great drive from Martin there in 2nd. A great drive from Sean, finishing on 3rd place. Flyzo there, also a very good drive in 4th. Coolio, unfortunate collision in 5th. And then Jack will be taking home 6th place. And then myself will be coming home eventually in 7th. So thank you for joining us, guys. If helped the channel grow, it's sort of a block that has stopped at that 160 mark, so need to try and break that 1,000 and some pence. But yeah, so please sub, like, share, tell your friends, and join the drivers room if you want to be part of this.